Hey guys! So, work today was really interesting. That's really the best word that I can use. Yeah, interesting. So, I teach kindergarten for the first part of the day. I have three kindergarten classes. That's my phone. I have three kindergarten classes. I have two 5-year-old classes and a 7-year-old class. And it's a very kind of stressful thing to be responsible for other people's children. And I'm used. I've been babysitting since I was 13. I've done nannying. I mean the whole shebang. So it's not a new thing for me, but 30 kids is a lot different than one. So yeah, for the most part, it's not that big a deal. There's not a whole lot that can happen when you're sitting in a class and you're learning English. But the weather's getting nice here, and a lot of the classes are going outside to play on the playground. And that it makes me really, really nervous. And it's not helped by the fact that things like what happened today happened. One of my 5-year-olds fell and hit his mouth and knocked out all of the crowns, the white crowns that were on like his front teeth. His baby teeth. He's Korean 5 years old, which means he's 4 years old, and he had evidently like his whole front mouth was all crowned. And I panicked because I thought they were his actual baby teeth. But then I realized there wasn't blood, and I was kind of, what's happening? And yeah, that's what it was. He had knocked off all of his crowns. And the poor little guy, I don't know if it hurt necessarily, but he was just really, really freaked out. I mean, just screaming and crying because, he's sitting there holding what he probably thinks is the same as I did. These are his teeth that he is holding in his hand. And, yeah, so it's just really, really stressful sometimes to deal with these kinds of situations. Yeah. So, and what's best about this story is that this is not even a big deal. It's not uncommon at all. Stuff like this happens all of the time. And especially in a country with the kind of healthcare system that they have and the way that things work here, they go to the hospital all of the time. Kristen had kids going to the hospital last year because they got into a fight and had like scratched each other's faces. They were scratches, but they took them to the hospital to get doctored up rather than putting Band-Aids on them at the school. And yeah, there's that sense of, you have to be careful with kids back home too, but here there's so much more that they do than I remember from kids back home, from being a kid back home. I remember us playing on the playground as a kindergartner, and I remember falling and getting hurt, but it's not like when I got hurt they called my mom, they sent me home with a Band-Aid. Whereas here the protocol is to call the parents and probably take them to the hospital, so it's just different. It's just really different and sometimes stressful. But that's what you do. You do what you gotta do. So I'm gonna get off here, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow after sports day. Bye.